Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with another round of 3v3 Grand Arena Championships. We're in the second to last match, last week of Grand Arena. Let me start off by giving a huge shout out to my patrons. Can't thank you guys enough for all the support to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if there's anybody else out there that wants to join the party, just check out the link down there on the bottom and see if it's something that interests you. And for everybody else, let's go ahead and take a look at the board here. See what my opponent's got set for me today. I'm actually up against a guildmate, motherfucking D-Rack. I fought him once before. He's a great guy, and he's helping me out actually by not setting any kind of an asshole defense that's going to make it impossible for me to clear the board, like some people like to do, because I'm close to Kyber. I'm going to be able to hit it if I get a win, and then just a full clear in the last round. So that's what I'm trying to do. Had a really rough season this season. So, it hasn't been a picnic trying to get through and make this Kyber. Like, that's a goal for a lot of us. So let's see what we can do. Let me show you guys the board here, see what's going on. Alright, up top, he's got a Ray squad. He's got Finn with the Hero Bros. He's got Mothma there, and then some Geos. So, gotta plan out what I want to use for that. Nothing too tough, no, trick squads or anything, which is great. And then down south, he's got Grievous. He's got a Newt team, and then Jedi Master Luke. So, let's start off in the bottom and go through that. I'll show you guys how that went. First up, we'll go after this Jedi Master Luke. And I saved my Darth Revan. I figured it would be an okay place to try it, because if it fails, I have other things that I can use. But I know that this can work. I've seen a video with DR and Bastila and Watt going against JML lead in 5v5 and them doing 3-on-5. So if they can do 3-on-5 with Watt, they should be able to do 3-on-3 with just a Sith trio here. And I don't have like Gas or Jedi Knight Luke in here, so it should be easier. Just Ayla, whose stuns can't really do anything against the Sith trio. And then Obi-Wan, ability blocks too, doesn't really do anything. So just keep going, working on getting Shock out there. Shock is going to do a lot of the work for us. We got rid of Ayla. Look at that. Got JML down into the red and just took him out. No big deal there, so pretty happy with that. 51 points for that match. Let's move on to the next. Newt is pretty straightforward, even though he's got Sunfac in there. A lot of people change up the third. Sometimes they put Nest or B1 or B2. It doesn't really much make a difference, it seems. I went ahead and took out Dooku straight away as soon as he came out of stealth. And then I'm just going after Newt, trying to get him out of the game so that I don't have to worry about extortion. And like I've been saying in my previous videos, Geos are kind of the way to go. Every time you cleanse that extortion off, they still get to attack and do some damage. And Spy's big hit is great for just one-shotting enemy characters like Dooku and getting them out of the match so that you don't have to worry about the things that they provide to the squad. And you already have a numbers advantage with Geos. Having that fourth ally to help soak up damage is pretty helpful. Then you're not worried about losing a key character that you actually need, and the fact that the brute will respawn if indeed they do kill him. So pretty stout squad, no complaints there. Was able to get 54, which is surprising because usually I can't heal them all the way up. So this next one, check this out. You guys have seen this in a few videos now, but this time it gets dicey, like dicey. So I'm going after B2, which is what you're supposed to do. Got my Mother Talzin, Daka, and Spirit. It's a lot more risky without having Zombie in here, but there's no room in 3v3. It's kind of why I don't like it. So I'm doing what I can to kind of weaken them. I got Plague and all that. Grievous went. It's okay, they died. Daka brings them back okay. But check this out. Then Grievous goes straight after Daka. Puts the debuffs on her, got her stunned, and you don't have free revives. You can't afford for her to die. Now look, I don't have her to be able to bring anybody back. So, yeah. So she assists from the grave. I end up killing B1. It brings her back. Now I got just her, and I got to try and stun Grievous so that I can then cycle back around and bring everybody back. So I was able to thankfully pull that off. But look, he went right after Daka again. Thankfully, he didn't kill her. She got out of stun and she was able to go. Now she's by herself again and she brings everybody back. Like, that's how risky it is. Just one wrong move, it could totally go sideways. So by no means is this the way that you should counter something. It does work, but you can see the risk involved. So they were able to triumph over the enemy and get 51 banners there. Clear that front zone and see what he's got in the back. Nothing but, just some B filler squads, so that's not going to be too hard to take care of. So, yeah, plain run-of-the-mill stuff. That's fine with me. We're going to go up top and start taking out these squads that give me a little bit more worry. I need to make sure I get through these squads and get the full clear and hopefully the win. So let's start at the top and see how it goes. First thing I'm going to do up here is take in my Imp Troopers against his Mon Mothma. And this time you'll be able to see just how it really goes. When you go first, they throw down so many buffs and gain so much turn meter. It's super easy. I probably could have just hit auto and let him go to work. Much different than when your enemy goes first with a super fast Kara. So easy 54 banners there, no problem. On to the next one. And for the 2-fin with Poe team that a lot of people like to put down, I put it down too a lot of the time. So you can take in the Lando lead with Han and Chewie. Han and Chewie are really the ones doing the bulk of the work. Lando isn't really needed, but I mean, he is a rebel leader that gives them some good bonuses, or scoundrels extra speed and damage. So might as well go ahead and use them. Some people use Wedge, or you can use Rolo. Use what you got. But that worked for me. And now I'm going to take in, check this out. This is Sith Eternal Emperor. I never use him on offense. I've always put him on defense up till just now. And I want to give a quick shout out to Darth Evil, one of my patrons. She's really smart with C. And she's the one that told me about this, just easily taking out a raid team with the Sith Eternal Emperor and Traya and Thrawn. You just use them to cycle protection back and forth and protection up. And that way you can keep everybody topped off on protection. And as long as you do that, C should be able to tank out the ultimates. And Thrawn can also survive too. So you can get perfect banners if you can time everything out right against a raid team. So I do kind of like this. This is neat. And this is my first time really using him to do anything. I've just always stuck him on defense. I have really no idea how to charge up his ultimate, like what I should be trying to focus on. All I did was isolate L3 so that she doesn't taunt, and then just keep doing damage, to Rey as much as I can, trying to work her down. I'm reading the abilities, trying to see what helps charge the ultimate and what those things do. I really don't know, because I just haven't used him. I got his ultimate and all his Zetas and everything, and I just haven't really messed with him. So I'm linking the two sides, that way they can die. I do know when he goes in the ultimate, he gets that move that's supposed to kill the linked enemies, so that way we can get rid of the two sides immediately without having to worry about damage immunity or anything. And then just his shock that he provides once he does the ultimate is what's going to end up killing Rey. So we got to tank out this ultimate right here, and we do. And Thrawn's got his protection move, so he can immediately kind of heal back. Treya's got her isolate, which will also give protection up. C is still going strong. He's got about halfway or whatever on his ultimate, trying to get there. Keep going after Ray, keep fracturing Ray. Buys me some time. I think that's another thing that's kind of key is the fractures, because it allows you to cycle through a couple turns without Ray being able to go and do what she does. I definitely don't want whirlwinds. I definitely don't want to take as many ultimates to the face as unless I have to, one or two. But beyond that, I don't want her killing my two side characters because I don't want to risk it. So keep going after her. I've got the protection up. Throw it to Treya. Just keep going after Ray. She did make it into ultimate before I was able to do mine and also get, fracture on her. So I don't know. This is me like learning how to do it. So if you guys are experts on this, let me know, because I don't know. I finally got my ultimate down, so I use it. I think that's a really cool animation. Now that I got it, I feel like, okay, I should be able to handle this. She went after Thrawn there, but Thrawn did survive. Now look at that. I got that move, killed the other two on the side instantly, got a fracture on Rey. Now I can start putting in work. So that's what I'm doing his shock, taking her down to the yellow. She's got that damage immunity though, so I can't really make too much progress there. Got to wait for her to get out of it. That's why I just did a basic there with Treya. She went after Thrawn again, but he's got his protection up. We keep throwing it to the Emperor. Look at that, another fracture. She's in the red. Almost got her. And so I got her isolated, fractured, all kinds of good stuff. And look at that, was able to take her out. Got 50 banners, didn't have everyone healed up. But I'm happy with it. That was my first time into using C and seeing what he could do. And I was pretty impressed. I thought that went really well. I didn't feel like I was in danger of actually losing the match. Now we got Geos, and for that, the only bad thing is, okay, I didn't have my Treya. You guys just saw me use her in the other match. So what am I going to do to take out these Geos? I thought, okay, if I do Vader lead with maybe EP and then Watt, maybe that'll be strong enough to take out Geos. I don't know. So I've got the weapons tech on Vader, and I put the tank tech on EP, that way it can make sure to clear off debuffs, if he got ability blocked or something. And that way here, dots would stack up from Vader lead on the Geos. But I also wanted him to be able to do some good amount of damage. Thankfully, I was able to take out Spy straight away in the first Merciless, so I don't have to worry about a big hit. But once these Geos end up going, you sure do end up, dying. Look at that. They did a lot of damage to Vader. He's in the yellow. Thankfully, I was able to do Culling Blade and then get another turn. Trying to land ability block on Alpha because I don't want him summoning another brute or healing up or doing anything. I've got one more turn till I can get around to another Culling Blade and some dots. So I just did a Culling Blade there and thankfully was able to take him out. Wasn't pretty, 50 banners only, but that'll finish off the top squads and let me get into the back where the ships are. You can see that Drax already gone and he's working on my squads while I'm attacking. So I keep watching that, like as I'm going through these battles, seeing what he's doing and if any of my squads are getting holds and all that. It's kind of fun when your opponent attacks at the same time that you do. So now we're going to go through and clear off these last squads on the ground, get rid of those, and then we'll do the ships. Nothing too fancy there. I've got plenty of firepower left, so it should be pretty easy. I just don't want to drop any battles, out of my own stupidity. So I've got Gas here against his Night Sisters. It's fine. Once Gas sits down, even if he's sitting, the rest of them can still take some of them out. And I don't have to worry about the pesky revives from MT lead or from DACA bringing anybody back. Now that Gas is up, he should be able to clean house here. And that's pretty much what he does. Going after Spirit, now going after DACA. And there we go. Counterattack will finish him off. And we'll call it good. 51 banners there. I've got Supreme Leader Kylo left. I told you I had plenty of firepower. So I just went ahead and put him against this squad. Figured, why not? I mean, yes, I could have used him against the Geos and all that. But I want to have some fun. So he just took out that squad, no problem. And now I've got my Jedi Master Luke with Jedi Knight Luke and Shaak Ti. Probably could have left Shaak Ti off. Probably could have left Jedi Knight Luke off. I don't know how JML does by himself. I know he likes to be with other Jedi. I've never really used him by himself to see what he can do. I don't think he's as strong as Kylo by himself. But in any case, there's plenty of power on this team. Knocked him down really quick. Not a big deal there. Took him out pretty easily for 54 banners. And now I'll use the last of my Jedi to take out this just FO leftover squad. Again, there's not really much to say here. I'm just trying to kill everything in one shot. I know you guys can't learn a whole lot about, oh, do this, and this is some cool counter. Yeah, you ain't going to learn that here. I've got plenty of firepower left, so I'm just using it, trying to do the best that I can do, get as many points as I can, and try to keep on the pace toward Kyber, because it's going to be a close one. Like I said, I got to clear off his board, hopefully snag the win, and then also clear off the next board. So out of these two matches, I need 2 full clears and at least 1 win. So that's what I'm trying to do. I just need to get as many banners as possible. Probably could throw this on auto. I think the AI would do okay. You gain enough protection back with Jedi Knight Rev and lead. It seems to be okay. So I'm just trying to take out Faust right now. Now I just have Phasma to deal with. Got my buffs up, got my healing and all that good stuff. Master's training, and there we go. Take out that squad. Another 54 banners there. Pretty happy with that. That wraps up the ground squads. You can see that Drax made some progress on mine. He went top first, and I just had to take out his ships, and then I can sit back and finish watching the battles and see how he does. So we'll speed through these. Got a Raddus and a Thrawn fleet. No match for my Negotiator and my Malevolence. 64 banners for the Negotiator against the Raddus there. And you can see that I got 63 with Malevolence against his other one. So not bad. I think that's pretty decent scores on fleets, considering I never know what I'm doing. And I'm happy with it. So now I can see what progress he's made, if he's killed any more of my squads. We'll take a look at the board here and find out. You can see some of them going down. He's working on the bottom now. So that's it. That's what I can do. 2659. And I did sit back and do the math as he was killing squads to see if he could, beat me. I think if he wouldn't have dropped any battles, he would have come up just a few points short. But he did drop a couple battles on my CLS 3POC and C3PO squad in the back. That one has been kind of a doozy for some people. I know I had trouble on it. And he came up just a bit short, 2,613 banners. So we will move on to round 3 and see who we get matched up with and what happens there. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.